Imagine walking a path forged by ancient, long-dead gods, where every step requires you to shatter your own understanding of reality, and the only way forward is to swing your axe hard enough to cut through the fabric of space itself. In Defiance of the Fall 7, the 7th monumental installment of TheFirstDefier and JF Brink's colossal LitRPG/Cultivation epic, Zac OZeller is thrust into the ultimate crucible of personal power. If the previous books were about conquering sectors and surviving cosmic politics, Book 7 is a deep, brutal dive into the very soul of combat and the terrifying legacy of the path of the axe. This audiobook is a masterclass in late-stage progression fantasy, blending mind-bending Dao comprehension, desperate parallel wars, and the relentless axe-swinging badassery that has made this series an absolute juggernaut. The narrative is brilliantly split into two high-stakes, heart-pounding storylines. Zac is isolated in the treacherous, reality-bending environment of Oghava's Secret Realm, walking the ancient path of the axe. He is stripped of his usual resources, forced to rely purely on his martial intent, his Dao of Death, and his sheer, unyielding will to survive against ancient echoes and lethal trials. Meanwhile, back in the Enceladus sector, the Vanguard, led by the fierce Ophelia, the enigmatic Iz, and the brilliant Kenzie, is fighting a desperate, bloody war. With Zac gone, the Cult of All Seeds and the elite cosmic factions launch a massive, coordinated retaliation against Earth and its allies. The atmosphere is a brilliant juxtaposition of Zac's solitary, philosophical grind and the Vanguard's chaotic, explosive fight for survival. At the core of the book's addictive appeal is its brilliantly unique fusion of LitRPG mechanics and Shanya/Cultivation philosophy, and Book 7 takes Zac's personal progression to stratospheric new heights. Zac's mastery over his Daos reaches a terrifying new pinnacle as he begins to truly synthesize the conceptual weight of the axe, space, and death. The authors treat Dao comprehension not as a simple menu of skills, but as a high-stakes, volatile science that borders on conceptual manipulation. Listeners will be utterly captivated by the intricate, maddening details of Zac's cultivation sessions, pushing his cosmic energy to the absolute brink. The audiobook narration brings these mesmerizing breakthroughs to life, making the hum of condensed miasma and the sheer, crushing weight of his domains feel incredibly real and deeply satisfying. But Zac isn't just cultivating in a vacuum. His growth is directly tied to the survival of his people. The combat sequences in the Enceladus sector are a testament to the author's mastery of tactical progression. Ophelia and the Vanguard must use every trick, every defensive formation, and every ounce of their combined cunning to hold the line against enemies who have millennia of experience. The banter and deep, unbreakable bonds between the crew provide the emotional anchor of the story. They are a beautifully dysfunctional, fiercely loyal found family who are bleeding to buy Zac the time he needs to ascend. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. The culmination of Zac's trials in the Secret Realm perfectly parallels the Vanguard's desperate last stand in the Enceladus sector. The finale is a spectacular display of power and strategy, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled payoff that redefines Zac's combat prowess and proves that the Vanguard is a force to be reckoned with. Defiance of the Fall 7 is a triumph of progression fantasy. It is smart, brutal, and unapologetically addictive. TheFirstDefier and JF Brink have crafted a milestone book that perfectly balances deep philosophical cultivation with explosive faction-level warfare. Plug in your headphones, grab your heaviest weapon, and join Zac OZeller as he walks the path of the axe. The multiverse is fast, but Zac's resolve is unbreakable.